إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عبدك ونبيك ورسولك النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم أما بعد فقد قال الله تعالى في محكم التنزيل أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا وقال تعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول لعلكم ترحمون وقال الله تعالى في حق نبيه صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم وبارك وسلم عليه وقال نبينا صلى الله عليه وسلم تنكه المرأة لأربعين لمالها ولجمالها ولنسبها ولدينها فاظفر بذات الدين تربت يداك وقال صلى الله عليه وسلم أيضا يا معشر الشباب من استطاع منكم الباءة فليتزوج فإنه أغض للبصر وأحسن للفرج ومن لم يستطع عليه بالصوم فإنه له وجاء وقال صلى الله عليه وسلم أيضا النكاح من سنتي فمن رغب عن سنتي فليس مني أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين واستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. أما بعد. என்னுடைய மகள் ரைஃபா அவர்களை உங்களுக்கு நான் 3600 பவுன் ஒருமதியான தங்க நகை மகராக தந்து மகராக எடுத்து குறிப்பிட்ட 2 சாட்சிகள் உட்பட சபையோர் சாட்சியாக உங்களுக்கு நான் திருமணம் முடித்து தருகின்றேன். முதல் மகன் ரைஃபாவை நான் குறிப்பிட்ட மாறுக்கு சபையோர் சாட்சியாக எனது மனைவியாக ஏற்றுக்கொள்கிறேன். قبلت نكاحها وتزويجها رضيت به وبها.
الحمد لله نحمده ونؤمن ونتوكل عليه. اللهم
Jazakallah khair for everyone who attended this gathering, inshallah, and those people who are behind the scenes as well. So that's about it. Jazakallah khair for coming. Just keep us in your du'as, inshallah. Remember us in your du'as. Jazakallah khair.
We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give this marriage, bless this marriage and give them a very blissful marriage, and Allah bless them with very beautiful, pious offspring. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept this gathering and reward every single one of you who attended. Inshallah the food will be served, so all of you come and give salam, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan.
If you wish to marry her still, then keep in mind that you will be marrying her with all these faults. This is my understanding of this verse. وَعَاشِرُوهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. That if you wish to marry her, then you may marry her, but keep her faults in mind. فَإِنْ كَرِهْتُمُوهُنَّ. I mean, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has managed to fit so much into Quranic Kareem. The next verse, which goes beyond all examples that we can find. فَإِنْ كَرِهْتُمُوهُنَّ فَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا وَيَجْعَلَ اللَّهُ فِيهِ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا. It's possible that in your wife you find some faults. It's possible that in your wife you find some faults. She is dark, she is big, she is slow to understand, she doesn't eat healthy, or she doesn't cook your food, she doesn't cook your food on time, or she doesn't take care of your lunch, or she doesn't look after your parents, or she has all these faults. But it's very, very possible that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put inside her so many good things which you do not even realize. So all examples that you could give, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has fitted it into these portions of just one verse. And then I link this verse, وَعَاشِرُهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ, with a hadith of Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And I believe this hadith was mentioned, if not on the Prophet's deathbed, if not on his deathbed, then within the last few days of his life. Now, you can understand how important this must be for Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he is passing away, and these are the thoughts. And some ulama, they go on to mention that these were the last few words that he said on the day he died. And as this is the month of Rabiul Awwal, in which the Prophet was born, and he also passed away. The last few words which he mentioned, which he said, was, I advise you to be kind towards your wives. I advise you to be kind towards your wives. And you know, in such a hostile climate, in such a climate where, and you probably noticed that girls would be buried, and you notice that when a father would pass away, when a man would pass away, just like his inheritance would be distributed, his wives would also be distributed amongst his children. One Sahabi comes in and he says to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he goes, who do you love the most? Because who do you love the most? And in this climate, when women were not spoken about, their voices were not like heard, you couldn't talk good about your wife, and somehow this culture has also gone into the subcontinent culture. You can't praise, you're not allowed to praise your wife. It's regarded from a man that he's not man enough if he praises his wife. I mean, we're not talking about praising her looks, but we're talking about praising something good that she does. So men are expected that the wife's name, or the wife's habits, or the wife's the good character that she has, it shouldn't be counted at all. So this Sahabi comes in and says, who is the most beloved to you, O Prophet of Allah? And he said, Aisha. In front of his companion, he said, the most beloved to me is Aisha. And some scholars, they mentioned that this Sahabi, he felt embarrassed. Some scholars, they mentioned that this Sahabi, this companion, he felt embarrassed. And he felt embarrassed for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Also, he wanted to he wanted to change the whole scene. So he said, no. What I mean was, from the men. Because from the men, who do you love the most? So his answer was the father of Aisha. And this was his answer, the father. He never said Abu Bakr. He said the father of Aisha. And I say this with full conviction that times will change. And understand this point. Times will change. And these rights for people who wish to stay with the same sex, these things will change. And you know, the rights which we give to women in terms of inheritance, or what the UK law says, I'm telling you, times will change. But look how thoughtful the ahkam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are. And let's bring it into perspective. Look how thoughtful Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's ahkams are. I have met when I go to India, I have met Hindu women, they've given up their land, because when the Brits went to India in the 1800s, their law was a woman is not allowed to inherit land, and this was their law until 1950s. So I have met Hindu women who had to give up their land. So now they have court cases in India because a Muslim male was given that land. So now she's taking him to court that this land belonged to me. But when the Brits came to India, they believe that a Muslim woman is not allowed to any woman is not allowed to inherit land. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He made it clear. Okay, we may disagree, or we can talk, or we can discourse that a woman gets half of a man's share. But at least that hukam is clear. So what will we do when 10 years down the line in UK, 50 years, 100 years, when they disregard women completely again? What guarantee is there that a woman would be allowed to vote 50 years down the line? So this is the reason why we must have clarity that every hukam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is given for a reason. We must have conviction. We must have yaqeen that everything, that all the hukam, all the ahkam that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, they are here for a reason. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He give us that yaqeen. And I would just like to end here on topic of marriage again, that if you were to recite Surah Al-Baqarah, and if you read the verse of Harut and Marut, the first jinns or first shayateen who came down, and they taught the humans how to do black magic. فَيَتَعَلَّمُونَ مِنْهُمَا مَا يُفَرِّقُونَ بِهِ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَزَوْجِهِ. That one of the first things which was taught to humans in terms of black magic was how to cause a difference between a man and his wife. So we say marriages don't last. Marriages are not meant to last. And why I say that is, all the forces are against a husband and wife. All the forces are against the husband and wife. Shaitan, and this hadith is a sahih hadith, that Shaitan, he holds a throne. And this is a reminder for myself and for all the married couples out there, and those who will be getting married soon, that Shaitan, Iblis, he holds a court, and he has a throne, and he sits on this throne, and he listens to cases, and cases are presented before him, and the man comes and he says, oh, you know what, today I made two guys fight. Well done, shabash, mashallah. A person comes along and he says that I made a person, he commits zina, I forced the person to commit zina, I encourage him to commit zina. He says, shabash, mashallah, well done, well done. A person comes along, he said, a shaitan comes along and he says, I've done this. He says, shabash, shabash, well done, good boy. Here's a star for you. And I'll put you up on a star chart, you know? Until a person he comes along and he says, I created friction between husband and wife. Wallah, you know, Iblis, he gets up from his throne and he gives him a hug and he says, you've done the best job. Because you've done the best job. So they were not meant to last. Marriage, this is the reason why I think marriages are not meant to last. Because all the forces that are out there in the world, they are there to break the marriage. It is up to us, and it's our hard work, and it's our effort, it's our iman, it's our strength which will make it last. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He give us tawfiq for that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He give us strength for that. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He give us the understanding of the rights of each other. Because love is in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Love and muhabbat is in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Heart, the qalb is in the heart, it's in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it comes in the hadith that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He turns the heart in the way that He wills. So if you want to create love between yourself and your wife, and your wife and yourself, if you want love to be there, and mawadda and muhabbat and rahmat and shafqat and affection to be between your children's life, then the main thing is we need to turn to Allah. We need to turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because because in His heart, in His hand, in His yad, in His hand are all hearts, and without His wish, without the wish of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we cannot create love, nor can we make any change. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He give us tawfiq. Subhanahu wa ta'ala, subhanallah wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. She will wind you up. If you say
Assalamu alaikum.